Alright, welcome to F.E.A.R. in the year 2014. I don't know why I felt like playing this game for you guys. Just for whatever reason, it's a fun little game. I remember back in the day, it used to have pretty high-end graphics. But now it's pretty dated visually, but the gameplay still holds up. For the most part. What it's trying to be is a horror first-person shooter, which doesn't work out the best, but I mean, it has some good scares, but Condemned overall was a superior scary game, which was made by the same people.
Yes.
Sorry to wake you, Senator. It's about Origin.
What happened?
There was an uprising. Fettel has taken command of the prototypes.
My God.
We can still resolve this discreetly, but we have to move fast.
Oh, all right. Let me make a few calls.
This wacko's name is Paxton Fettel. He's the key. If we contain him, we contain the situation.
Fucker's got an appetite.
I think he has an agenda. It's not just recreational. He's getting something out of it.
Essential vitamins and nutrients?
What's his story?
Property of Armacam Technology Corporation. They're working on a military contract to develop an army of clones that respond to a psychic commander. Top secret, of course. Fettel is one of the commanders.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is why nobody takes us seriously. Military clones?
A full battalion of them. Highly trained and heavily armed.
A battalion? What are we supposed to do against 1,000 super soldiers?
Like I said, we put Fettel down and it's over. Fortunately, the whole point of the program is to give commanders first-hand knowledge of the battlefield without putting them in danger. That means we should be able to corner the bastard without having to wade through all those soldiers.
How do we find him?
Armacam had planted a transmitter in his head. Should lead us right to him.
That's awfully convenient.
Assuming it does what it's supposed to. What about you, buddy? Ready to go to work?
You're putting him in the field? Are you crazy? He just transferred in a week ago.
You've seen his training results. His reflexes are totally off the charts. I think he can handle himself.
Whatever, man. It's your call.
Goddamn right it is.
Don't worry. You'll be fine.
Let's roll.
What's the first name you remember? You will be a god among men.
We've tracked Fettel to an abandoned building just up ahead. No sign of enemy activity on the satellite, but don't take any chances. Jankowski, you in position?
Just say the word.
All right, move it out.
Alright, so, cutscene buffoonery aside, welcome to F.E.A.R. We start off armed with the SMG and a pistol. B to melee. Right trigger, of course, is fire. Left thumbstick to crouch. Also, an interesting thing about this game is that it was one of the first games to blend third person and first person. Not in the way of you get third person cover mechanics, but everything in this game is actually technically a third person model. They just situated the camera inside the head of the model. Unlike normal first-person shooters where there's a camera, where you're a floating camera, and there's animations made for the camera, this is just everything's in third person and you're just a third camera set in that model. I think it's neat. It means that everything has the same level of detail,
What took you so long?
which I think makes for a more immersive world. Unfortunately, the animations don't really hold up that well. This also tried to have a combat system, a melee combat system that was much more detailed than any first-person shooter that I can remember at the time. Whoa. That was pretty brutal.
Where did you bring me?
You can press the right thumbstick to aim more precisely.
Bring me back.
There's no way to sprint like in modern first-person shooters, but you're not gonna need that ability. You move pretty fast anyways. So yeah, this game is pretty neat. Despite being top of the line graphically at the time, it doesn't really hold up because the art style isn't really that great. The engine has been used for a lot of bland, cash grab first-person shooters, or sorry, first-person shooters. But it is a good enough game to warrant at least a $10 purchase. It was originally a PC-only game, but then it got ported over to consoles. And I think the console port is pretty neat. Because it got all the complex controls that the PC version had, but it streamlines it for console.
We need you up here.
On my way.
Looks like we're too late, boss. Just leftovers.
The transmitter signal's coming from nearby. It's gotta be around there somewhere.
The game is pretty gory. It earns its M rating.
Get going.
Also, not that you care, but I'm trying a new rendering. I'm recording it in 720 on my capture card, but I'm putting it in 1080 to that capture card.
Dude.
Hopefully it'll look better than my previous recordings, which still look pretty good.
What are you, chicken shit or something? Look, you're the FNG.
Fuck you, Jankowski. Oh shit, what was that? I think there might be achievement for shooting that crow, I doubt it. But I remember I felt a sense of achievement when I shot it the first time. Because it takes a bit of reflex. Which is another feature of this game, is the reflex abilities. Press left bumper and you go into slow-mo. You can do a bunch of things in slow-mo. It kind of expands the melee abilities. Or makes it look coolers. It makes it look cooler. Coolers, sorry.
The dead man's name was Charles Haberger. I remember him. But are the memories mine or hers? It makes no difference. He deserved to die. They all deserve to die.
Come in, over. What's going on? I've lost Fennel's signal.
The thing that really holds up in this game is the sound. The sound really still works today.
Situation. We located those soldiers you were looking for, but...
The voice acting is pretty good, but the ambient sound is a lot better.
Understood. I've got 2 birds en route to your position. You should have a visual shortly. We'll be ready.
What do you think of the new point? Hey, back already? See anything?
You guys have...
Oh, there was an Easter egg, by the way, but we totally just rushed through it.
Along. I'll be busy here for a while.
It's pretty much Jankowski saying, hey, what do you think of their new guy? And she's like, okay, he's fine. I can't remember the specifics, but...
Come on, make her push!
I've tried to forget. I've tried so hard to forget.
These men are from F.E.A.R. They're special attackers to our unit.
Oh, hey, Sergeant Johnson.
They will be on point. Their mission is
Yes, that is Sergeant Johnson, by the way. That is David Scully, the actor who plays Sergeant Johnson.
not engage the enemy. Remember that we are not dealing with ordinary bad guys.
Fun fact, he also voiced some elites in Halo, but no one really cares about that.
Once our recon is complete, we'll rendezvous and wait for further orders. Okay, let's saddle up.
Just because there was no real shooting in that, I'm gonna give you another interval. But yeah, the game, its main themes are those of innocence lost and stuff like that. It's very Japanese kind of influenced. Particularly the Ring. Or Ringo if you're a total weeaboo.
Don't fuck shit up!
Denmark, this is Little Bird.
We're on the ground.
Yeah, the animations get pretty glitchy in this game.
You're on point. See if you can get this gate open. I'd send one of my boys, but I think we need a specialist for this one.
This is a reflex booster. It allows you to go into slow-mo for longer. There's also health boosters. Those glow blue. Yeesh.
Good job. Head on back.
I don't remember which came first, but there are definitely better ports to the from the PC or from other consoles to this console.
I'm losing your signal. If you could...
Like the Metal Gear Solid port or the Resident Evil port, those were amazing in terms of graphical fidelity. So that was Alma, the main antagonist in the series, really. As far as I understand, I've really only played the first game. But as I was saying, yeah, Metal Gear Solid and Resident Evil have better HD ports because of the fact that they had better art styles, which allowed them to port over better. However, a lot of people would argue that games are about gameplay, not just about pretty graphics, but, you know, I appreciate a good graphical fidelity. There's a little bit of stealth in this game, but you never need it. Also, yellow barrels explode, not red, now. Defying all conventions of FPSs. Truly innovative. X, by the way, is of course reload. I don't know if I said that yet. The developers have cited John Woo as an influence, by the way, for some of the combat. I don't really see it. Other than some two-gun stuff. And the slow-mo.
This is Echo 7. Should we investigate? Check in.
The AI is pretty good, though. Here we go. We get to dual-wield pistols now. Although, I just want to blow shit up. I like the grenade effect in this game. It's pretty neat looking. Reminds me of The Matrix, that one shot with the helicopter. So here's slow-mo. Looks really cool. As long as your bar isn't red, you can use slow-mo. But it goes rather quickly. Your enemies will call out to each other for help. Slow-mo recharge automatically. Or reflex, it's called in the game, because it's justified by your character having a high level of reflex. Very fast reflexes. Oh, there's a health thing. This one's pretty easy to get. They get progressively harder to find. But still, none of them are really that out of the way.
This is Echo 6. We've reached the first marker. Roger, Echo 6. Secure the area. Intrudes have been confirmed. Target spotted!
Oh, neat thing about dual-wielding pistols is that the firing animation is completely unscripted. Like, it's random. Which pistol fires at which time is completely random. I think it's neat. Right bumper is to switch weapons. The lighting effects in this game are still pretty cool. It's dynamic. That was really one of the big draws graphically to the game, is the dynamic lighting. Oh shit. These weapons are port exclusives. They're supposed to be pretty much AR pistols, but they have the animation of the regular pistols, which do not work for them. Also, how is he supposed to sight them? That backside is completely just solid. Oh, we can listen on the voicemails. Nice.
You have one new message.
Yeah, this is Chet in accounting. Nobody seems to know what's going on, but we've been hearing a lot of loud noises. Have you guys heard anything over there?
End of messages.
Shadows look pretty nice comparatively. Another cool thing in this game is the destruction, the particle effects, they're pretty nice. They look pretty much better than most of the game.
Check the upper floor. Yes, sir.
This part is really easy if you have a grenade. Grenades, by the way, explode on impact with enemies. Or if you shoot them. They ease the game up quite a bit. I don't know if I said it, but down on the D-pad activates a torch, which is a light. I don't know why I like using the British term for it, but I do. You can lean with the left and right on D-pad. I don't think up on the D-pad does anything, but we'll see. Notice no casings are ejected from these pistols. That's a nice little lens flare effect. The ragdoll animations in this game sometimes get pretty silly and glitchy.
Someone there.
So we're in spooky mode, which is like slow mode, but it's spooky.
Is someone there?
Crouch jumping is pretty difficult. Whoa. I'm acting like I haven't played this before. Which would be a thing if I hadn't actually played it on its initial release and told you. I played this on PC, and now I'm playing it, you know, for you having played it a lot. Do not stop to admire that, or else you will die. Don't crouch like a retard like I just did, by the way. And that's interval 2. I'm running low, so I'll see you later, guys.